Hi, I'm Brenda. Welcome to Nana's Hidden Apron. Today I'm going to make some bread. I might make one loaf just a regular bread, you know, just like sandwich bread, and the other one I'm probably going to make it a some kind of a cinnamon bread. I think I've got all the ingredients out that I need, so let's get started. If you want the recipe for this bread, you have to go to the person that I got it from. And I really love her channel. I really do. I'm kind of new to it, just got started watching it, I don't know, a couple months ago. But Cosmopolitan Cornbread. Don't you just love that name? That's where I'm getting this recipe from. And if you guys want it, like I said, now you're going to have to go to her channel and get it. She gets all the glory for that. I'm just going to see if I can make it without flubbing it up. In my stand mixer, I'm going to put some bread flour. Now this is specific. She said bread flour. Never used bread flour before. I really don't even know what it is, but you know. But we're going to... I'm just going to scoop it and then skim it. Scoop it and skim it. That's what I'm going to do with my spoon. I'm not pushing it, flattening it out or anything like that. So, but we're going to put this bread flour in here. The thing that really caught my attention with this was the versatility of this bread recipe. There's a multitude of things you can make with it. Okay. So there's my bread flour, and now I'm going to go ahead and put some yeast in here. Salt. That's my dry ingredients. I don't know if I'm supposed to do this or not, but I'm going to. Just swish that around a little bit. I know, should have went back and watched the video again. Okay. Now. We're going to add all of these ingredients together. Now the one thing that she calls for that I don't have is olive oil. I've got avocado oil, and I sure do hope that that does not make a difference. Honey. Ooh, yes, we're gonna have honey in our bread. This is to sweeten it. Well, I won't put it in the order I've got it. This is 1 room temperature egg. Oh, it's a 1/4 cup of honey. I almost messed that one up. That was almost too sweet. Which works out good because this will fit down into my... No, it won't. This will not fit into my honey jar either. Come on. As y'all know, I try as often as I can to use local honey. Once you start using your local honey, you will not want to go back to the other kind. That I do know. I am licking my finger. Let me wipe it off. Again, the oil that I'm using is not what she calls for, but it's all I've got, y'all. So that's what I have to do. And just hope that it doesn't make a difference. Make that much of a difference, I guess I should say. Okay. And this is warm water, which is going to activate that yeast. And we're going to put my bread hook on. Or dough hook. And we're going to let this go for 10 minutes. Okay, the 10 minutes is almost up, and it does say that if your dough is sticky, which as you can see, this is rather sticky, to add more flour to it, a tablespoon at a time. So I'm going to put that in there, turn it back on, let that work in before my 10 minutes is up. But until it's no longer sticky is what I'm doing. Yep, gotta put another one in there. And you just do this until it's doesn't have that sticky consistency anymore. Oh, it's still sticky. I'm thinking this is just like candies that you make. It depends on the weather. Takes a little more than I thought it would. All right. Now, I may still have to add a little more to it later. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and, well, I say I am. There we go. Word. Go ahead and get this off of here. And we're going to cover this up with a damp towel. We've got a tea towel over here. And we're going to let it sit for an hour. 45 minutes to an hour, so it'll rise. I'm going to take it over here and set it by my stove, because where I'm at, there's an air conditioning vent, and we want a warm area for it. So wipe the top of that off. And here's my damp tea towel. I'm going to take this over there and let it sit for about an hour. Okay, my timer did go off, and here's our dough. Let me get us set up here. I've already washed my counter. Hands are clean. So now I'm just going to put some flour on the counter. It still looks really wet, but I just went back and viewed her video again, and I believe it's supposed to be wet like that somewhat. So, and again, this makes this makes 2 loaves. we're going to put this down here and work the dough a little bit. It's still kind of sticky. I don't know. I don't know, you all. I don't know that I've ever tried to do bread like this before. We'll see. Flour your hands. Ooh, it's nice and soft. That's for sure. Okay, hang on just a second. Let me step over here and get this off my hand. Would you think somebody would text me right now? Right now when I've got flour all over my hands and dough? Okay. Well, you'll have to wait. I'm sorry. But I'm just going to work this dough just a little bit. Oh, it's so soft. Just look at that. Look at that. It's so soft. Now, I'm going to tell you all, I cannot find my scraper, my dough scraper. So, seeing as how I can't find that to cut my dough in half with, I'm bringing out the big guns. Boom! Right down the middle. Just like that. And I'm gonna roll this one up and set it over here to the side while I get this other one going. I probably should have already sprayed my pan and didn't. Well, I said pan, but I mean pans. Yeah, let me just... She presses it out into a rectangle. Again, yeah, we'll see how mine comes out. Okay, we'll see how it does. But please go and watch her video. This lady knows exactly what she's doing. Where this one that you're listening to may not. Now, let me quickly. She used some kind of special stuff. I think that she makes maybe that she uses on her pans. What do I have? Spray. So I'm gonna spray these up real good. And I've got my light on in my oven for when we go to put these back in the pan to sit them in the oven and let them rise. But now what she did next was she did it like that, and then she rolled it in towards herself like that. And she said if any little air bubbles come up, to pinch them, because you don't want that to be in your pan. And then I'll put that over there. She folds the ends of her bread, of her dough up. Yeah, now right there's an air bubble. So let me pinch that, because she said we don't want that to happen. Ooh, this is supposed to be tight, but let me do this again. She rolled it in towards her. I guess I'm just weird and can't do that for whatever reason. Okay. Lay it in my pan. Set it over here, seam side down. Seam side down. Set it over here out of the way. Now, I don't want 2 loaves of regular bread. Okay? I want to try to do one of those cinnamon breads that she did. I'm not going to put any raisins in it. I'm going to share this with my kids, and one of them, or maybe both of them, I don't know. These days, you never know anymore. But somebody don't like raisins. And you know what? I didn't melt my butter. So let me do that right quick. But do it the same way. Make it a rectangle. Press it out. might even hear her video going in the background. I'm listening to her as I'm doing this. Bench scraper. That was a word I was looking for a while ago, by the way. Oh, let's see. See, I got my bowl and didn't put my butter in it to melt it. But it's all right. I'm just going to take this and run over here and just melt this in the microwave right quick. Yeah. Okay, now let me mash this on down just a little more. I sure do hope I'm doing this right. My goodness. It smells really good. It's a yeast bread, in case you hadn't figured that out. Guess I should have said that. Okay, now I think you can make cinnamon rolls and all kinds of stuff with this. Pretty sure. She said it's a very versatile dough, so. All right, now I'm going to go all the way to the end with the butter. Okay. And I already mixed me up some cinnamon sugar mixture. I did that earlier. But it is cinnamon and sugar, like your white granulated sugar and brown sugar. That's all it is, y'all. And try to get this off my hands. So y'all know you're sitting in the sink, so I can't wash my hands right now. All right, here we go. This smells good. Cinnamon sugar always smells good, don't it? Now, I know this has to be rolled up tight because it would probably pull apart. I'm going to put that in one of my little jars that I've got. Just trying to roll it as tight as I can, with hopes that it doesn't spill out everywhere. That's just from where I was sprinkling it. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to tuck the bottom, or the sides up underneath of it, these edges. And we're going to pick it up and set it down in our pan with hopes that it stays together. Now, the last thing I watched her do, no, I don't do that yet. Never mind. All right. Now, we're going to put these in the oven where I've got the oven light on. And we're going to take the wet towel and we're going to drape it over it. And we're going to let it rise until it gets half or twice as big as what it is right now. So, let me get that done. I've had these sitting in the oven with the oven light on for about 2 hours now. So, I'm going to go ahead and I got the oven preheating to 325 degrees. And I'm going to go ahead and let these, I mean, they rose up pretty good. It took a lot longer than I thought it would, but that's all part of the process. This one's got a little gooby thing right there. I don't know what happened there. Let me turn around here. See right there? I don't know what happened. But, now, She did put milk on the tops of the bread. Hers rose better than mine did, but it's okay. Now I'm going to brush this. The only kind of milk we have in this house is almond milk, and I'm going to gently brush this over the top of both breads. And then once that oven hits 325 degrees, we'll go ahead and put these in and let them bake for about 18 to 25 minutes. Just kind of have to keep an eye on it depending on your oven, I believe. But this milk is supposed to help it brown. A lot of people will put an egg wash or some oil, but we're going to do what she did. I just don't know what kind of milk she's using. Hopefully almond milk will be fine. Alright, there's that one. Now, let's get this other one. You know, I mixed them around and I don't. This one might be the cinnamon one. I really can't tell you for sure because I don't rightly know. Let's get that up there so you can see what I'm doing. Let's get it covered really good. Okay. Got a bit more than I needed. Now, this is the towel that I had that was damp, and I'm just going to cover it back up until that oven gets preheated. Okay, the oven is preheated, so let me put just a little bit more on here where that was touching. But let's go ahead and get these in. And we'll see what they look like after about 18 to 20 minutes. Got me a wire rack here. And now I'm going to get the breads out. I did have to go longer with mine, but I don't know what kind of oven she has. Mine is electric, so nice. But I went 25 minutes with mine. Yeah. Okay. Now, next thing, we have to let these cool down completely. So, I want to go around the edges of the pan. Just make sure it's not stuck. And again, we're going to let them sit in here and cool down completely. And then we'll remove them from the pans and do a little taste test. But there is one thing that I do want to do that she did. I'm laying a clean, dry towel over these pans to get the steam to help keep the bread tender. So we'll let those cool completely down and then I'll be back. I've been waiting for Tom to get home from work. He's here now. Which one do you want to try first? Do you want to try the regular, just the yeast bread, or do you want to try the one that has some cinnamon sugar in it?
Cinnamon sugar on it.
Ha. Okay. They didn't rise as big as hers did, but I think it's because I just went ahead and put the yeast in with the flour instead of letting it proof first. Okay. Well.
I see a swirly in there.
It's where we fold the ends. She tucks the ends up underneath. Huh. It didn't have as much of it on there as I thought it would, y'all. But still, yeah, it's got a considerable amount. Okay, you want to try this one or you want this one?
That one, your left hand there, y'all.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, all you gorgeous peoples. Here we go. Ooh, that is good. Wow. Isn't that good? This is so sweet and yummy.
I'm going to start this off with the cinnamon swirly in it.
I'm actually getting a taste of it, just that
Okay.
little bit right there. But I can imagine what it's like with that much.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really good sweet bread, you all. Mmm. Mmm. That would be so good as toast, and I know he would love it as French toast.
Mm-hmm. Especially the cinnamon sugar as French toast.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to put more in it next time. But you can see on down through here, it's got plenty. It's just a matter of, maybe I should have cut this in first. Okay. Now, just the yeast bread. I don't have any bread bags to put this in, so I just have to wrap it up in plastic.
Just means we got to eat it quickly.
It does. Okay. This is the yeast bread. Now he's just doing it plain, no butter or anything like that on it. Just what you all saw me do with it before. Isn't it good? Yeast bread. Delicious.
If y'all ever been to Texas Roadhouse and had their rolls,
Yes.
yeah boy,
Yes.
that's it right there.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. It is.
Wow.
We'll have the rest of this with some lasagna. I'm sorry, with some lasagna this weekend. We'll make son's in from for a few days from work, so yeah, we're gonna do some lasagna with this. I was gonna make garlic bread with it, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna slice it and say, here we go. All right, y'all. Well, I told you where you can get this recipe at. Remember, Cosmopolitan Cornbread. Y'all go there. If you leave a comment for her, let her know that you came from my channel. And I appreciate every one of you. And no story this time. Y'all take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.